keinen weiteren. Ja, wir kommen dann zum nächsten Vortrag. Herr Navdeep Singh, ich bin völlig überzeugt, dass ich den Namen komplett falsch ausgesprochen habe, aber ich werde dann noch hören, wie er richtig lautet, wird uns jetzt den Status der indischen Raumfahrt vorstellen und einige interessante Dinge zu Chandrayaan 3 und vielleicht auch zu den Dingen, die danach kommen, uns schildern. Wie ich aus gewöhnlich gut informierter Quelle erfahren habe, und ich muss jetzt ja kurz für einen Satz und zwei auf Englisch weitermachen. A secret source told me that your daughter is involved somehow in the Indian space program. Maybe it would be possible to give us a few words about that. Would be very interesting for us, and I think the female youth here as well. Okay, so it's your turn. And try to not to computer because it is an interference with.
Okay, and how it works with this?
Yes, right.
Just okay.
Forward and
okay.
So
we have to do the translation.
We'll do the translation.
Okay. Very good afternoon.
Einen wunderschönen guten Tag.
To all distinguished fellow speakers, space scientists, astronauts, professors, and space enthusiasts.
An alle verehrten Vortragskollegen, Raumfahrtwissenschaftler, Astronauten, geschätzte Professoren und begeisterte Weltraumfans.
I stand before you today with a heart full of gratitude as I extend my sincere thanks to organizers of this space conference and entire organizing team for organizing this remarkable, wonderful space conference.
Ich stehe heute mit einem Herzen voller Dankbarkeit vor Ihnen und möchte den Organisatoren dieser Weltraumkonferenz und dem gesamten Organisationsteam für die Durchführung dieser bemerkenswerten Weltraumkonferenz meinen aufrichtigen Dank aussprechen.
It has been an absolute honor and privilege to serve as a keynote speaker this evening and represent my country.
Es ist mir eine große Ehre und ein Privileg, als ein Hauptredner für diese Veranstaltung zu fungieren und mein Land zu vertreten.
I also want to specially thank Mr. Ralph and Yvonne for inviting me and giving me this wonderful opportunity to be here. Mr. Ralph is my teacher, my guide, my friend, and my guardian. Heckel family is my second home in Germany.
Mein besonderer Dank gilt auch dem Herrn Ralf Heckel und Frau Yvonne Heckel, die mich hier eingeladen haben und mir diese wunderbare Gelegenheit gegeben haben. Herr Ralf Heckel ist mein Wegweiser, Lehrer, Freund und Ratgeber. Außerdem ist die Familie Heckel meine Heimat und Familie in Deutschland.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Navdeep Singh, founder director of World Space Council. I am also a director of Tech Mantra Labs. And I am very honored and proud to represent a society in India which is on the name of German scientist Jesko von Puttkamer Society, initiated by Ralph and International Space Education Institute.
Meine Damen und Herren, ich bin Navdeep Singh, Gründer und Direktor des World Space Council. Außerdem bin ich Direktor und CEO von Tech Mantra Labs und Leiter der Jesko von Puttkamer Society in Indien.
I and my organization have guided hundreds of students and thousands of students from India to participate in some international competitions, international workshops, and especially NASA Rover Challenge competition since last 10 years. We have trained more than 250 students in person and more than 2,500 students virtually.
Ich begann meine Reise mit dem Space Education Programm im Jahr 2012. Meine Organisation und ich haben Hunderte von Schülern bei internationalen Wettbewerben, Workshops und Challenges begleitet. Einer der wichtigsten Wettbewerbe ist die NASA Human Exploration Rover Challenge in der USA. Hierfür hat TechMantra Labs die Zusammenarbeit mit dem Internationalen Space Education Institute mehr als 250 Schüler persönlich und 2500 Schüler virtuell aus Indien ausgebildet. Um Ihnen einen kurzen Überblick über den Lebenslauf von Navdeep Singh zu geben, werde ich Ihnen ganz kurz mal die wichtigsten Ereignisse in den letzten Jahren vortragen. 2017 war er eingeladen als Hauptredner zu der 10-Jahresfeier der internationalen Beteiligung im US Space Rocket Center USA. Ebenfalls 2017 wurde er vom Bundesminister von Nepal zu einer hochrangigen Diskussion über Weltraumbildung eingeladen. 2018 wurde er vom Präsidenten der kanadischen Raumfahrtagentur gewürdigt und 2019 von Dr. Harsh Vardhan, der Minister der Wissenschaft und Technologie in Indien ist, ebenfalls gewürdigt.
Yeah. As we gather here, we are witnessing a significant moment in the history of space exploration. India, with its spirit and committed to the scientific progress, to embark a new chapter in lunar exploration. Chandrayaan-3, the third mission of lunar exploration program, symbolize the pursuit of knowledge, the spirit of innovation, and resilience that defined our great nation.
Während wir hier zusammenkommen, sind wir Zeugen eines bedeutenden Momentes in der Geschichte der Weltraumforschung. Indien mit seinem unbeugsamen Geist und seinem unerschütterlichen Engagement für den wissenschaftlichen Fortschritt ist bereit, ein neues Kapitel in der Forschung des Mondes aufzuschlagen. Chandrayaan-3, die dritte Mission unseres Mondforschungsprogrammes, symbolisiert das unermüdliche Streben nach Wissen, den Geist der Innovation und die Widerstandsfähigkeit, die unsere große Nation auszeichnet.
The journey to the moon is not just a technological feat, but a testament to the prowess of our scientists, engineers, and collectively will of the people. Chandrayaan-3 is not merely a spacecraft, it is a symbol of dreams, aspiration of billion hearts. It represents our determination to push the boundaries of human understanding to reach for the stars, quite literally.
Die Reise zum Mond ist nicht nur eine technische Meisterleistung, sondern auch ein Beweis für die Fähigkeit unserer Wissenschaftler und Ingenieure und dem kollektiven Willen des Volkes. Chandrayaan-3 ist nicht nur ein Raumschiff, sondern ein Symbol für die Träume und Bestrebungen von 1 Milliarde Menschen. Es steht für unsere Entschlossenheit, die Grenzen der menschlichen Verständnisse zu erweitern und nach den Sternen zu greifen, und das im wahrsten Sinne des Wortes.
Today, the theme of my presentation is how Chandrayaan-3 inspires the country and the world.
Dankeschön.
Yeah. So it is an honor and privilege to stand in front of you and discuss about the recent achievements in the space history, that is Chandrayaan-3. Okay. Yeah. I have it. Yeah, sorry. So here you can see the picture of our Chandrayaan-3 here on the screen. So we started our journey like this. When we started our first space experiments, we started to transport our vehicles or our space stuff on the bicycle, and now we have successfully landed on the moon, on the South Pole. So the sky is no longer the limit. We aim for the moon and beyond. ISRO is an Indian space research organization, an official body by Government of India. It established on 15th of August 1969. ISRO is basically famous for their cost-effective missions. So we know how to save a lot of money and to do a lot of stuff with least resources. just because we believe that the best management is not to have a maximum output with many resources. The best management for me is the maximum output with least resources. Indian Space Research Organization was founded with a vision to support national development and to address the societal needs. The headquarters is based in Bangalore. Bangalore is somewhere in the south of India. It was founded by Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, who is basically known as the father of ISRO. If I talk about achievements, so far we have successfully launched many satellites and many missions, space missions. The main notable missions was Chandrayaan, Mangalyaan. Mangalyaan means the moon mission, the Mars mission, and then the Astrosat, which was launched in 2015. Now we are on the way to send our Indian astronauts to space, and the name of the program is Gaganyaan. So we are also planning to launch the last version of Chandrayaan 3. So Chandrayaan 3 is basically a series of lunar space probes by ISRO, where the first mission was launched in 2008, then second in 2023, and the third recently on 23rd August 2023. If I talk about the background, so basically it was the followed mission by Chandrayaan 2. The objective was to focus on the lunar exploration, studying the lunar surface, mineral composition on the surface of the moon, and other aspects. Specifically, if I talk about the mission, it was, as usually the all missions are divided into the 3 phases. First phase of the mission was Earth-centric, then lunar transfer phase, and then moon-centric. So here on the right side, you can see some specification of the payload, which further divided into the 2 parts, lander and the rover. So these specifications are also amazing. And if I specifically talk about the insights of the payload, so there was almost 6 payloads. The first payload was Ram Baha to measure the near surface plasma, ions and electron density. The second was Kaha STE. It was to measure the thermal property of the lunar surface. And the next was ILSA to measure the seismicity around the landing site. Then APEX, it was X-ray spectrography. LIPS, laser-induced breakdown spectrography. Then SHAPE. So these all was the payloads. And now we'll talk about the reactions, public reactions. Chandrayaan 3 got a great attention from national and international media, especially from the global space enthusiast community. The impact of Chandrayaan 3 extends far beyond the science realm. Basically, it inspires a lot of youngsters and young generation, because I'm usually totally into this space education since last 10 years, motivating a lot of students, giving presentation. This is what I have seen before this mission. The interest was not that much among the young students, but now students are crazy and A lot of students want to become a part of future space missions by ISRO and international community. So basically, moreover, the Chandrayaan-3 showcase the India's commitment to peaceful and collaborative space exploration. We stand here not as a competitor. ISRO never and Indian people never work in a competition. So we believe we have a competition with ourselves. What we did yesterday, that tomorrow we should do better. So we are not making any competition with any space agency or another space scientist. And these are the few photos of the outreach activities what we did just after this launch. We organized a few public talks at some schools, colleges, and polytechnic in India. So we participated in some science fairs and exhibition with the models of Chandrayaan-3. We organized some educational webinars, participated in some social campaigns, some competitions for the students, and some community outreach programs. Also, some astronomy activity. So since today, we were only organizing some international exchange program for Indian students. We were only bringing the Indian students to Germany, to US for participating some competitions and visiting some industry. But we have just started with our two-way exchange program. So we have first exchange student from Germany. He is in India for 3 months. So we are giving a lot of presentation. Here you can see this student author Sommer from Germany. He's with us in India, and we are visiting ISRO headquarters, giving some presentation and motivating some students. In collaboration with Mr. Ralph and his organization, we organize this workshop every year for students. We are getting students from more than 18 countries here in Germany, Leipzig, Germany. So in this workshop, Ralph will more focus about the insights of this specific workshop and the activity. But this is what we are doing since last 10 years. We are giving some experiential learning to the students, some industrial visits, some exposure to the industry. And here you can see our achievements and our participations. The picture in the middle is a very special picture, just because NASA organized this competition, NASA Rover Challenge, since last 30 years. It was started by a German scientist who was director of NASA, Jesko von Puttkamer. The basic selection criteria of the competition was very basic. Like, you have to just come online, you have to just submit the application form and you will be selected. So all together with Ralph, I was delivering the presentation at the headquarters, and there Ralph and me, we was able to convince the founder of this competition to organize a national level pre-competition in India. So we organized this first competition, which was officially permitted by NASA, and it was on the name of a German scientist, Jesko von Puttkamer. It was JVP India and Asia Cup. So here we trained many students. We prepared some projects to participate in NASA competition. So here I would like to tell you something about this second organization. The activities so far we did was on the name of our first organization, Tech Mantra Labs. Now, after such experience and learnings from participating in such competitions, we got some idea, like we should start something to connect and unite the space enthusiasts from international community, and let's start with starting an organization with the name of World Space Council. So we registered this organization in 2018, and we had a vision to bring all the nations together in next decade towards solving global problems, because what I believe it is also important to address the global problems first to win more confidence from the public or the taxpayer who is actually contributing to the space research. Our mission is to enhance the standards and the opportunity. So what I basically feel, there are not much opportunities. The opportunities are very rare. There are a lot of competitions, workshops, seminar, and sustainable workshops and seminar for the beginners who actually want to do something. So we are working in this direction to organize a lot of conferences, workshops, seminar for the national and the international level students. So we are collaborated with these two German organizations, that is International Space Education Institute and Jesko von Puttkamer Society. Mr. Ralph is our international advisory board member in this organization. Also, he is supporting us in many ways. And in the near future, we are going to organize a lot of competition and activities. Next year, we are planning to organize something like World Space Cup, which will be a group of altogether 20 or more than 20 type of different competition and activities. This will organize in India first, and then maybe to different countries. So we are looking, we have a great scope of association. We are looking some collaboration from some international universities, international sponsors, just because whatever we are going to achieve from our activities in India and internationally is not just a one-day conference, one-day activity, one-day event. It will be a year-long training program followed by some competitions and activities just to deliver a sustainable learning to the students and space enthusiasts, and just to give a platform, so we are always available for the students. So we are having a lot of positions with us, advisory board members, some subject experts, ambassadors, and some co-hosts. So if you see any opportunity to collaborate or support our vision, so we are happy to have such collaborations. So why we want to do these sort of activities and what we are going to achieve through our activities, that is public awareness, educational outreach, inspiration and motivation, community engagement, promotion of scientific literacy, and a lot of stuff to bridge the gap between the industry and the learners. Basically, I'm not the right person to speak more about the technical stuff, because I'm standing in front of experts and a scientist who have spent almost more than 30 years or a lot of time in space research. But here I am here to address, this is the immediate need of the society to bring some opportunities for the students and prepare the next generation. This is the best way to give our learnings and experience, or to hand over this our learning and experience to our upcoming future astronauts, scientists, and a lot of people. Before Chandrayaan 3, international community was definitely, India, who is a poor country, and definitely, are you sure that they will achieve something out of this space research and all. But right now we are the 4th country in the world who have successfully landed on the moon, and the 1st country who have landed on the South Pole. So it is not the time to underestimate anybody. We believe in India, a scientific word, which is a traditional word, Vasudeva Kutumbakam. It means the whole universe is a family. We never know what will happen in the near future. We had a very bad experience in such past few years. We have seen COVID, a big pandemic altogether, and it crossed over the geographical boundaries. It was not limited to Germany, it was not limited to India. Everybody, we are facing a lot of challenges. Anybody is not a complete. So we need you, and I believe that in the future we can also support maybe something for your research and for your programs. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I hope you like my presentation.
Ja, vielen Dank.
Ja.
Many thanks. Funktioniert's? Spricht es laut? Ja, danke. Ich höre das ja immer nicht. Sicher haben wir ein paar Fragen, oder ich nehme es an, dass ein paar Fragen aus dem Publikum kommen. Wäre jetzt die Gelegenheit dazu? I ask for questions.
Yeah.
Not yet, but I have a question. Okay, yeah.
Mr. Singh, thank you very much for your interesting words about the present and future time. Vielen Dank für die interessante Darstellung Gegenwart und Zukunft. But I've got two short historical questions. We know you're Indian cosmonaut, Dr. Sharma.
Yes.
Is he included in the future plans about your space exploration in the future too, or this opinion is important for you? Wir kennen eben aus der Geschichte, ja, den indischen Kosmonaut Dr. Sharma, ist seine Erfahrung wichtig auch für die Zukunft des indischen Programms, nutzt man die? And the second about Anachata, who was born in India too, and was a member of the Columbia disaster. How was the condition with the family of Anachata?
Yeah.
Is there anybody included also, or is it another case?
Yeah, yeah.
Eine Frage über Anachata, die ja seit vor 20 Jahren mit der Columbia mit explodiert ist, sagen wir mal, und wie es da zu der Familie auch entwickelt.
Yeah. So basically, I understand the question very well. And just for your information, like I come from the place, the birthplace of Kalpana Chawla. I am from the same city, I'm from the same place from where Kalpana Chawla was born. Definitely, yes. These two personalities from India who contributed in international space missions, international space exploration programs, are very important to us. If I talk about the family of the Kalpana Chawla, me and Ralph got this opportunity. We just went to meet them for just 5 minutes, and they hold us for the whole day. This is the welcomeness and the engagement and the feelings of the family, that they gave me some handwritten notes of Kalpana Chawla, and it was written, I was not born for a corner. Whole universe is my family. So basically, there are two perspectives to live the life. We can be a nationalist. We can only work for ourselves, and we can work for our society. Kalpana Chawla is our inspiration. In India, irrespective that he was a part of international space programs, we love her a lot and we are missing her. Just last month, her father died, and it was a big loss to our society. But otherwise, there is nothing like that. You are from India, you don't work for other country, you don't contribute to other programs. No. And Rakesh Sharma, he is himself sitting in some isolation place, somewhere in the south. Secretly, yes, he is a part of our space programs, but just he want to be very honest with the opportunities what he had from international community. He wants to be very generous to the society or to the people who gave him opportunity. He is contributing, but he's not a secret agent. Like, he's not giving us some secret information from the past experiences. No, we don't need that. And we believe that definitely we can achieve when we all come together. Today is not the time like we can isolate ourselves, that I want to only work for my country. When I came here, I see a lot of people from Asia and India working here in Germany, contributing to your economy. A lot of people in Canada, more than 30% or 20% population in Canada is Indian, specifically Punjabi. But wherever we live, we are, to be honest, we are really very honest. You can trust us, you can work with us. I can assure you, you will not have a bad experience from Indians.
Question, to which degree astronomy plays a role in the high school curricula? Is it part of the school curriculum?
Right now, if I talk about my personal perspective, I don't think so that outer space research or the space research is just limited to the outer space, and it should not be limited to just reach to the Mars and to the Moon. It is always about the byproducts, what we are getting out of the research. The main thing in Indian space research program, we always think what will be the byproducts if we fail in the mission, but at least what we can achieve with that investment. And specifically, if I talk about a part of space education or as a part of education, Indian education system, yes, we don't have any such subjects till now. We have just a bachelor degree in aeronautical engineering and aerospace engineering, and only few institutions which offer aerospace and aeronautical engineering at bachelor level. But before, at school level, we only learn